Hello, lovers of life, kings and queens of the universe. I have no idea what that was, but that's what came out of my mouth. Welcome to the Experience Show. We're here. Thank you for tuning in with us. Whatever you're doing, washing your dishes, ironing your clothes, we're happy to have you and hang out with you. I am back today with my girl, Sara.
Hi.
I'm happy to have you back.
I'm so happy to be back.
I know, back in the fluffy chairs.
I
was like, Sara, you want to come back on? You're like, yes.
Yeah.
So we just went to see, we went to see The Devil Wears Prada, and we've put a little pin in our thoughts because I thought we can talk about it a bit on the podcast. Mm-hmm. So this is like a thing in recent years. I feel like our time is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Like what we grew up with, the iconic movies are getting their sequels, like the style's coming back around. So like we're actually getting to see like follow-ups to movies we loved.
Yeah.
Like back in the day. So how did you feel about the sequel without giving anything away?
I loved it. Mm-hmm. It was like rewatching the first one. Mm-hmm. It had the same feeling and all those wee fashion elements, and you're noticing wee things in the background, and I loved that in the first one. And seeing it again, it's just like, it makes me want more. Mm-hmm. Like I want another follow-up to like other great movies from back then, like Legally Blonde.
I was going to say, what do you want a follow-up to?
Legally Blonde.
So you want a third Legally Blonde?
Yes.
Has there been one? Didn't they do one with those twins that also did like the Mean Girls follow-up that nobody watched? Because I didn't see the Mean Girls 2.
I didn't watch it either.
You know I Mean Girls 2? I think it was like those twin girls.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they were in. I can't really remember, but I don't think it was kind of like a flop, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. I think there's like a thing where like some movies just shouldn't be followed up. Like some movies are just so iconic, they should just stay as they are, frozen in time, timeless, like appreciated forever. Because sometimes when you follow things up, it can not ruin it because no one will take away whatever the first movie was, but it can like just be like, well, we didn't really need that. That was kind of like a half-hearted continuation. But I do feel like with The Devil Wears Prada, it is an iconic movie that didn't need to be followed up. However, it is nice because you know the characters, you're like, you've watched the movie a million times, you're comfortable with it. So you want to see how they're doing now in 20 years' time. And I do feel like it was like I left and I said to you, I wasn't disappointed. Like I felt like it was the perfect follow-up of like, this is where they would be now in 20 years. Like there was the story that hooked you in. Mm-hmm. It was very like relevant to current times, which I find like sad, like how times have went and how they were talking about like AI and how magazines aren't a thing anymore and
a lot
everything's
of things
online.
Just aren't tangible. Like I remember every month collecting Marie Claire, like every month. And I mean, my sister had like a whole shelving unit and it was just filled with Marie Claire, and I loved it. And I collected Cosmopolitan, and you just don't
get that anymore.
You don't really do that anymore. Like
the kids just aren't doing
tangible.
The kids are like,
yeah.
And like there was like a line in Devil Wears Prada that was like, oh, you know, we've done this story or spent all this on these pictures for people to just flick by while they're having a pee. And it's like, it's so true. Like, like in this day and age, like I feel like people, like younger people's attention spans aren't the same as they were. Yeah. I mean, saying that, like you did say the other week, like you're seeing a lot of things online of like young people are getting back into videos and CDs and like finding like I don't know what the word would be, but like
it's the physical media. Like we collect, so me and my husband, we collect physical media. And I mean, he's getting a bit annoyed about the resurgence of people collecting it because it's meaning the prices are going up.
Oh no, I know, yeah,
but
true.
It is coming back, and they're giving us things of quality. We're finding is good because like we can find things from other countries that have different like posters or things like that, and that all coming back. I am noticing it more, and people are getting more interested in even like cassette tapes. I know vinyl's been like a thing for ages that people were getting back into vinyl.
Yeah,
but people
vinyl
are starting
so
to collect
as well.
cassettes again. And I've noticed that because like certain bands, when they're releasing their like latest album, they're also releasing it on cassette. So it was one of those things when I found out, it was a couple of years ago now, Korn released their album on cassette as well as like vinyl CD. And I went out and I got a big old media player. Like it's got everything in it. And I have a whole vinyl station now and I love it. There's some things that were just meant to be played on vintage media. Like we've collected old horror movies. Old horror movies are perfect on VHS because they have that
graininess.
The grainy. Buffy's great on VHS.
Yes. Speaking of reboots,
I know.
like you were like, I'm actually gutted for you. I've never seen Buffy, but you were so buzzing for the reboot of Buffy.
Yeah.
And then I saw like it's not happening anymore.
There was a lot of conversation. A lot of fans were like, "Oh, it'll ruin it," and that, as you said, like it doesn't ruin it. If something comes back and you just don't enjoy it, it doesn't take away the enjoyment from the first 7 seasons. Like some people don't enjoy the last season, but it doesn't take away the enjoyment of the first 6. Some people don't enjoy the first 2. You know, it's one of those things that if you love it, you'll always love it.
Right.
And having the opportunity to have more of something you love, of course you want that.
100%.
I am heartbroken. It actually came up on my TikTok today. Last year, I posted that Ryan Keith Armstrong was the new Slayer. She was this little actress and she's so cute, and I think she would have been perfect for the role. I'm absolutely gutted.
I know, I feel gutted for them when that happens with actors. Like, I feel like the same thing's happening with movies. Like, movies, fashion, music, like, just everything is not the same as it was in the early 2000s. Everything's just, like, changing. Like, don't even get me started with AI. I fucking hate it. Like, I don't use the word hate a lot, but I actually cannot stand it. I just think, like, nothing beats real shit.
Yeah.
Authenticity, human-made stuff, art, like, things you can feel, things from the soul. Like, I think, like, in this day and age, like, things are, like, overly perfect. Like, they want that so much so that things are, like, fabricated. Like, seeing pictures of people with celebrities that they didn't even meet, and it's just like, why would you? Whereas back in the day, if you met a celeb and you had this picture, even if it was the grainiest picture ever, like Sean's got a picture with Britney and it's like not the best quality ever, but it's like he was there. He stood next to the woman. There's a picture to prove it. But now it's like, well, just, you know, edit yourself next to whoever you want.
I've got pictures from just a couple of years ago of me with 2 of the actors from, in fact, 3 of the actors from Buffy. And I hate the pictures of me personally. I just don't like them. But I keep those pictures because that's the proof, that's the tangible evidence that I was there and I met them. And that's awesome. But what I'm finding as well is it's not the young ones that are causing these issues, because they're starting to realise that
they're
these
just consuming
things
it.
are worth stuff. It's the older generations that are like, they've got to a point where they just don't care and they'll do what they want, and
whatever makes money, or
they're not thinking about the world that they're leaving their children, their grandchildren, their like great grandchildren, or maybe they don't have kids, just the world that they're leaving younger generations. They're not thinking about that. They're just thinking selfishly. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of young ones that use like that Chat GPT and whatever.
Hate that too.
Like, the people that are creating these problems, I'm finding it's the older people. Like, it's the same in government as well. Like, it's always old men. I mean, sometimes old women, but it's older people. You don't get a lot of young people in politics. And I think it would really, really help, like, just the country in general, to have those young voices.
Yeah. I think you need representation every aspect of life from every type of person, every race, every age. Like, we all have different perspectives and different things to bring to the table. And I mean, speaking like obviously about the things that we don't like that's happening now, like to flip that on its head, like I am loving that people, like young people, like half our age are like into the stuff that was out when we were younger. Cause like it's just magic. Like you just can't replicate it. So for them to like be going back and appreciating the styles and the media, like is a really cool thing. And I feel like privileged to have grown up with it. Like I do feel old these days, like, you know, like meeting people at our shop and they're like babies and you're like, oh shit, like I still feel like I'm 18, but then when I meet 18-year-olds I realize like, no, I'm really not 18. And I love being in my 30s, but like I feel like a wise auntie of sorts. I feel like I still feel cool, but I also feel like kind of old because it's like, oh, you were like during it and you're still like in the vibe, whereas like we are kind of like taking it. I don't know. It's a weird feeling because I feel like cool and uncool at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've got like a star to be like, you know, I was there.
I think it's cool because like there'll be people that come into the shop and they don't realise that we did live through it.
Yeah.
That we do have first-hand experience.
Such baby faces.
So they'll come in and they'll think we're younger than we are, and that's awesome.
Always.
That's
it's these
awesome.
cheeks that we were talking about. It's our chipmunk cheeks. These are what are going to keep us young.
Yeah.
But we were just sat in St. Enoch's and saying like how mad it is, like all the years of life we've lived and all the times we've had and like sitting in places you sat like when you were a teenager or when you were in your early 20s, and like, you know, the older people do say to you when you're young, life goes by, like appreciate it, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, but it's so true. And we were saying like, you know, we wish we could have the brains we have now as teenagers, because like you said, someone said to you like, oh, your school years are the best years of your life. Like to me, they were the worst years of my life. But if I could be me now and go back then and relive them, they'd be epic because I wouldn't give a fuck. Like I love how I feel now and how confident I am within myself. But like it took all those experiences to become this person. Like it's hard when you're in high school, when you fancy boys and they don't fancy you back, when you can't make friends, when you don't feel like you fit in. You're going through all these teenage hormones. Like you can't fully experience your youth because you're struggling so much. Like personally, that's how I felt anyway. Like I was mentally struggling so much with my identity, with everything. I just didn't like school. It just didn't feel like I could have fun. But I did have fun. Like I do have like memories where I'm like, oh, you know, that was so cute. Like having my wee indie phase and buying NME magazine and going to all the wee gigs with my wee pal and going to Topshop, and there was fun aspects, but I just feel like, like it's hard because like I feel like the best years of my life were like when I really started finding myself from like my mid-20s onwards sort of vibe. Like in 30s just feels so freeing because it's like I've spent all that time, I've had all these experiences, but then like you're older, so it's one of those things.
It's crazy because when I think like when you were going through like finding yourself and like becoming the person that you are, that's when I really shrunk. That's the age that I really shrunk because I had the kids. I didn't really want to be like a background person, but I felt like I had to be a background person. I just had to be mum and just mum and nothing else. And
I was going to say, what do you mean by like a background person?
yeah, I was just like an NPC. I was just like,
you could never be an NPC, Sarah.
You've seen my wedding photo.
That looks like a
so
different person. It looks like you're trying to be normal. I'm like, who is this bitch?
Yeah.
You showed me it the other day and I was like, that's a whole other person. Like
I was so outgoing and like really crazy with my fashion when I was younger. And then I just went so normal.
So serious.
So serious because of the kids. And then I was like, but I want the kids to know that I have a personality.
Of course.
I want them to know who their mum is. I don't want them to grow up and be like, who is this person?
Right.
Like, if God forbid, I think when I ended up in the wheelchair and like life was scary for a bit, I thought to myself, if something happened to me, the kids wouldn't know who I was.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
They
mad.
wouldn't know that I had all these interests.
And did it take like you getting into the wheelchair to realise like I really need to be myself?
I think it was between that and COVID and like doing a lot of kind of, because there was nothing else to do but self-reflect.
Self-reflection, yeah.
And I spent like 2 weeks dyeing my hair like 8 different colours.
Which one am I?
I started finding myself then and finding that I wanted to show the world and show everyone who I was. And that I hadn't just disappeared, that I was still me. My mum always said it was a phase. It's not a phase. It is who I am.
It's so funny, like as like little alternative kids, it's so, why do like people always go, oh, it's a phase? Like even a mum brought her daughter into our shop the other week and was like, oh, you know, she just likes all this gothic stuff, like I'm hoping it's a phase. I'm like, listen, me and Sara that's still part of who we are. Like I might look quite like Barbie like or whatever, but like I'm very like, I'm a wee rock and roll. Like I had black hair with pink underneath. Like I love that we were like, we were like alternative. Like I think that's a weird way to put it, because it's like, what alternative to what, like to normal?
Yeah.
Like because we like rock music and we express ourselves. Like, but it is always like, oh, I hope it's a phase. Like it's like, no, if someone is having that phase, they're likely just being authentic and trying to find themselves.
Well, that's the thing. I was watching TikTok again the other day, and it was these 2 girls, and they had came back from LA, came back to Glasgow, and they were talking about like the differences between LA and Glasgow. And one of the things they mentioned was the fashion and how they felt like they could wear whatever they wanted when they were over there and nobody would bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
But they don't feel like that over here, and they feel like everybody's wearing the same like Primark stuff or the same like regular shop stuff and not fully expressing themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people feel like they can't do that here, but they can.
I think there is like a just a way of life here that like I've always felt with being Scottish, like I'm not Scottish enough for people here, and they're like, well, you're different and you want to be American or whatever, so like we're just like, I don't know, I never felt like I'd be myself. And it's mad because I have the real actual life experience of living life in New York and living life here and seeing the difference. Like when I had like blue dreadlocks and I would dress like the Mad Hatter, I would dress like Slash from Guns N' Roses, like I would just wear whatever, knee-high cowboy boots. I like remember like I would walk about New York with a cane with a dragon head on top, chaps, knee-high cowboy boots, a top hat, and you'd get people going, you look amazing, man, or like, you know, like hyping each other up, like just like no one was like judging you. Whereas here, like I would just feel like a kid being bullied again. It'd be like, and I still get that instinct. Like I feel like I still like express myself, but it's very different to like walking about like I'm dressed like the Mad Hatter. Like I'm in a different like stage of my life, but I still get paranoid in Glasgow or in Scotland when I see like especially younger people like whispering and looking at me. Like I'm like, or if I hear people laughing and looking at me, I'm like, oh, they're laughing at me, which doesn't bother me anymore. It's just like a natural instinct here of like, I mean, it is nice to see like working at the Barras and stuff. There's a lot of like younger people just dressing and expressing themselves and looking so cool. But I feel like there still is that mentality. Like if you're not wearing like the Skims looking sets, like the nude colours, the gym sets, the New Balance, like just, and there's obviously nothing wrong with these things. Like, you know, people look gorge, but it's like, it's the lack of diversity and expression and the just feeling like sectioning someone out for being different in any sort of way. Like I always felt like I couldn't be myself growing up in Glasgow, but like living life in New York and living life in London, not so much London, like primarily New York, like just changed my life and like made me who I am, because I could really be myself to the fullest in every way, so that when I came back to living in Scotland, like I wasn't afraid anymore. But it is just mad. Like it just should be like that everywhere in the world, that people can just be themselves.
Yeah. I think that's like the the kind of difference between both of us, because you put the Zen in Zen and I put do you know what I mean? We're Zen Riot. You put the Zen, I put the Riot. You are a lot of a more softer, calmer person, whereas I can be really, really bitchy. So when people laugh at me, I'm like, you just want to do what I do. Mm-hmm. You're just insecure yourself. Mm-hmm. I don't say it out loud anymore because I don't want to get into fights. I'm 36 years old. But I think it in my head where I just think, oh, well, you're just this.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. I think a
lot of it is jealousy and insecurity. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I wish I could do that, so I'm going to make fun of them. And I feel bad for them. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like, you know, like even with having like a different hairstyle, it's like if people are making fun of it, it usually is because just they're afraid to do it themselves. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like no one's ever going to make fun of another person if they're being themselves and expressing themselves how they want to. Like, I have no reason to make fun of someone else. Like,
Yeah.
I can't say I don't judge people. Like, nobody's perfect, but I know I'm not God and I can't actually judge people. But I would say I'm more like, I'm very much an analyzer. Like, I analyze people, and not in a judgmental way, just because like I'm very conscious and I'm very like, I can see all the complexities of a human and all the layers, and like, because I've done my own like healing work and inner work and spiritual like realizations or whatever, but it's never from a place of judgment. It's always like compassion and love and like holding space. But it's interesting looking at humans and how they work and their brain psychology and all this kind of stuff. Like, it is mad. And I just want everyone to be free. And it's like hard because everyone's on their own individual journey and you can't make anyone be anything. You can only be you.
Yeah.
That's all we're in control of. Like, genuinely, even like with our families, people we love, we can't make them do anything or be anyone. Like, we just have to, we're only in control of us.
Yeah.
And not even fully. Like, the universe just can take you,
throw something our way.
Throw curveballs, and you just have to keep riding the waves. But
yeah.
So let's check in about our shop then, Zen Riot. Like, I'm enjoying it so much. Like, I can't believe it's like came to life.
It's got so much, like, it wasn't even that long ago that we were both sitting here, and I feel like it's got so much bigger since then.
Yeah.
Like, it's changed so much since then.
I feel like we manifested it so quickly because we had like a little stall together and we had like this vision and we wrote it down, and it just like happened so quickly, and it was just so meant to be. And like the people were attracting and meeting, like it, like I'm saying, like the younger girls that are coming, and I'm having like regular customers. You're having regular customers that are connecting with us. Like, it's really special. Like, really special to be creating this space that like would be what we used to go to when we were younger. Like, we would go to like the Hellfire or the Osiris or
one just slightly before your time that I loved called Cozy.
Cozy.
If anyone remembers
that was definitely before my time. I don't remember this.
Anyone remembers that, let me know, because
I loved the hip hop shop, which you've like brought me back to with this. Like, I look so obnoxious. I love it. I look like a rapper.
I just seen it and I was like, perfect.
Sara brought me this and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. But yeah, I love having our shop. Like, it just feels like it's meant to be us having it, and we got our yin and yang. I want to tell the people about a funny thing that happened at the shop the other week. So Sara thought it would be a good idea to have a little edible at the start of the shop day. You know, she has some aches and pains. She needs some medical assistance.
And do you know what? I was like, I'm having a wee day off. You're there. I'll just have a wee day. I'll help you set up. I will be there throughout the day, but I am switching off for the day.
Literally. So she's fine for however long. Like, I actually forget she's taking an edible. I don't even know how you do it because I just like cannot, like, I can't deal with them. But like, she went away a wee walk with her mum. Her mum came to visit the market, and they went and visited Tabby, and shout out Tabby, Fairy Noir, and some other vendors. And Sara came back, and like the look on her face, like, I know Sara well by now, and I'm like, are you okay? Excuse me.
No, I think your phrase was actually "you're fucked."
Well, yeah, because I remembered, but first of all, I didn't remember. Like, I thought something happened, like with the look on your face, and I was just checking in, like, are you okay? And then you just gave me a look, and I went, oh, and I remembered, and I just saw you like more and more, just like going. I was like, oh my God, you're fucked. And then the next minute, you're lay back in your chair with your sunglasses on, and you're like,
in fact, literally like that.
fast asleep in her chair. Customers are coming in, everything, and she's just in her own wee world.
Behind my desk.
Yeah, because she had the glasses on. I don't know if people knew. She just looked very relaxed, but she was physically sleeping in her chair. And I was finding it so hard not to piss myself laughing. I was like sending pictures. Like, I was supposed to go see our friend Ethan in the market. I was like, Ethan, I can't come over and see you. This is what Sarah looks like. She cannot be left alone. So she had like the day off while still being there. It was hilarious.
So what I find really funny is Madison and Molly. When I went to the toilet and you were like,
I was worried about you. You were
me.
taking ages, and I was like, oh my God, she fell asleep on the toilet pan.
I just decided to go for, like, usually we walk through the market to the shop, but I decided to walk around the market. It was a nice day. I needed fresh air, quite frankly.
Okay.
So I walked around the market and I was on the phone, and I'm walking into the shop.
I sent Madison and Molly to check on you.
And Madison and Molly are walking out of the shop as I'm walking into the shop. And Molly even said hi.
I think Molly had an edible
Yeah.
too, to be fair. She really
said-
functions on them though, you just never know.
She said hi to me. And then you're like, oh my God, you're here. And
I was trying to call Madison to tell her, like, Sarah's just arrived, like, you don't have to check on her.
but like they came back like 20 minutes later and they had been in the toilet. They thought I'd fell asleep in the disabled
Yeah.
bay in the toilet.
But then they saw it wasn't Adidas shoes, so it couldn't have been you.
They didn't even, they were like, Sarah, it's okay. You're going to be fine.
What, were they
here for you."
talking?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realise they were talking to the person in the toilet.
They were like,
Oh,
you're going to be
shit.
fine. You're going to be fine. We're here for you. We're here for you. And then Madison had looked under to see if it was my shoes.
And it wasn't.
Well, she didn't know because she didn't know what shoes I was wearing. So she came back to the shop to ask you what shoes I was wearing and found me at the shop.
I don't remember these parts of the
Yeah.
story. Although you were on an edible, so I don't trust your parts of the story. I thought it was they
Madison.
looked underneath. Madison can tell us when she watches this. I thought they looked underneath, saw that it wasn't Adidas, realised it wasn't you, and came back to the shop. That was my version of the story, although my memory is
They were
fucked
definitely
these days.
they were definitely talking because they were there for a while and they were definitely talking, saying like you're going to be fine.
Oh my
So
gosh.
God knows who was in that disabled bay.
They must have been like, oh, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm having a shit. Leave me be.
So I was like, Monday morning, I was like giggling to myself.
Your mum didn't
because I
know
just-
either. She
No,
just
she
thought
had
you were normal.
no
She's like,
idea.
oh, you were fine.
I said to her in the car, I was like, I'm really sorry. I was weird today. I'm just really tired. And she was like, you weren't weird. And I'm like, you noticed within 2 seconds.
Of course I did.
But my mum's just oblivious. I was like,
Clearly.
I must have hid it well.
You must have, because I knew immediately when you came back.
I literally, when I went home, I slept from 8 o'clock that night to 8 o'clock the next morning.
Oh my gosh.
And it was amazing. I felt great the next day.
You're hilarious.
And I don't usually feel great on a Monday. So
Oh my gosh. I'm loving our chaotic outfits of the day as well. Like, they're just, we're just so
fun.
fabulous. Like, we're just so fun.
Just having a wee.
It's like wee
boogie.
mini music videos. Like, I've always loved doing like outfit of the day, and I always feel like, does anyone even really care what I'm wearing? Like, who cares if anyone cares? Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
I love style, and I love to like boogie, and I just feel like we do a wee music video and like
It's so much
go
fun.
with the lyrics and go whatever. I just think we're just so cute. Like, I
The
just
shop
love
in
us.
general is just so much fun. Like,
Literally.
we have so much fun together.
I do need to adjust this playlist though,
Yeah.
because every time a certain pop lady
That video that I put on TikTok of you talking about that certain pop lady.
So I think I'm allowed to say, if I don't say like direct stuff, right? I cannot listen to Katy Perry anymore after what's come out about her. I think of a certain body part of hers and I feel physically sick whenever I hear her voice, which is lucky that she's not one of my favourite artists.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, like, I don't think anything will ever come out about my actual favourite artists. Let's hope not. But I feel like I've got good taste and like no one's going to take my actual favourites away from me. So I'm not so fussed that I don't have to listen to Katy Perry anymore. But every time I have to skip it, and I said it on your song of the day, this is not Katy Perry and her smelly part of her body. And it banned, what did it do? It gave you a warning?
It gave me a violation on TikTok. I appealed it. I did appeal it and my appeal got approved. So I was like,
good.
okay.
I've not got you into trouble.
I was like, is Katy Perry found my TikTok?
And she's like, no, this is lies. I do not believe it's lies. I totally believe that's the truth. Like, pure, like, perving on minors at our concerts and stuff. Like, no. We do not stand. No.
That's the difficult thing. There's so many. For me, there's like bands that now I can't listen to. There's one that completely breaks my heart.
Ooh.
There's
a wee shake in the building. Is there a train going underneath us or something? That was weird.
Marlon Manson. Can't listen to him anymore.
I've always hated him.
See, I've always loved him. And because his music,
there's
just no one that can replicate it. And I can't listen to him. I can't support him. Yeah. And it sucks. It really sucks.
Oh, I feel for you. I'm so
music.
sorry, Sarah. You're losing out on so much. Ew.
That's like all of my teenage years.
Sorry. Stan Green Day forever. Green Day will always be the vibe. Billie Joe Armstrong, what a king.
Korn. Limp Bizkit.
Korn.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Green Day. My tattoo's so fucked up. Oh, that's what. Do you regret any of your tattoos, right? See, in my 30s, right? I'm like, what? Like, none of them are that bad.
Yeah.
Apart from, like, a name that I should not have got because I was just being very naive.
Names. I don't even have my husband's name. I know. And we've been together
an
like
idiot.
15 years.
I thought I was, like, mature, but now I think I was, like, 26, and I'm like, I was so young. I feel like there should be a rule that you shouldn't get tattooed till you're 30. But anyway, this is the only one that I think I really, really love, and maybe my butterfly. The rest of them I just tolerate because I'm like, I can't do anything about it now. They're on my skin and I would never get laser. But I just feel like because I got so stoned in my 20s and was so like, the human body is not real anyway. Like, it's going to die. Let's just paint all that stuff on me. And I felt like I had to get every word of every realization I had just in case I forgot or like put some sort of manual on my body. A lot of them, I got 9 at once in one day in my own handwriting. So, and when I write in caps and I also do unnecessary spaces. I don't know why, but I'll write a word and there's like a space where there doesn't need to be, but that's just the way I've naturally wrote it. So I've got evolving on the back of my neck, but it's like evolving. Or there's like some sort of unnecessary space, which me and the tattoo artist should have been like, But I think she was just like, because I said I wanted it just the way it was written, she just like did it for me. And because I was high, I was like, yeah, it's fine.
The only tattoo I regret is that one.
What
because
is it?
So it was a heart with a rosebud and a carnation. But I just hate the way it's done. And the wee stars were for my granda. The carnation was for my granny. And the rosebud was me. I hate the way it was done. And I want to do something to cover it up. My favourite tattoo, I really thought... So I went to this tattoo shop in Falkirk and it was just get what you get. It's called Blue Last Tattoo.
Right.
And it was a Lord of the Rings.
What do you mean get what
day.
you get? Like you can't choose or?
No, they give you like a coin to put in like a kind of gumball machine. And you get what you get. And it was Lord of the Rings. So I was like, right, I'm going. I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God.
So,
pinning that a second. So the name I've got on my arm that's now scribbled out is in Lord of the Rings font.
Oh my God.
And someone was geeking out over it the other day, and I've never had that happen. And I just was like, I felt like, I don't know how I felt, but she was like, oh my God, is that Elvish on your arm? And I was like, oh yeah. Like I totally forgot it was Elvish. Like I don't even think the person was into Lord of the Rings. I just thought the font was really cool. And she was like, oh, like, just like asking what I liked about what I was like, oh, I've never seen Lord of the Rings. Like I just thought the font was cool. She was shook. And then the guy next to her was like, oh, do you know what it says? And I was like, oh, well, it doesn't really say anything. Like, I was like, oh, why? This isn't happening. Like I always just, I'm like, no, it's invisible. Like, I was like, I'm grateful for that person, the role they played in my life, but it didn't need to be tattooed on me. Like I was an idiot for sure.
No, my birthday every year, maybe not every year, but most years, we watch Lord of the Rings from start to finish, like all day.
Yeah, I've never even seen a bit of it.
I have the extended editions, and they're very, very long.
Right.
But I love them.
Why have you
so
never mentioned
much.
the Elvish on my arm then? Did you not realise it was Elvish?
Oh, no, I knew it was Elvish.
Just...
I was just like, cool.
Okay, fair enough. I was just like, why is this the first person that said, oh my gosh? I was hoping it was unnoticeable. I will get it covered up. Like the person who I've went to said like she can't cover it, but surely someone else can. It's just not a priority because like I don't like a lot of my tattoos now, and I've just accepted them.
It's not like I still think your tattoos look really cool.
Yeah, like you can't tell it's anything.
Yeah.
It just looks like a pattern, which is why I'm okay with it.
This is one of the ones I got for that Get What You Get day. And everybody thinks it's a light bulb, which I find hilarious.
I think I was actually going to ask you, is that a light bulb or a whisk?
It's it's the light of Arendelle, so it's like
the
who? Don't ask me to say it again.
Sorry.
It's like a little glass bottle that's filled with light, basically.
Okay.
So technically,
it needs
a light bulb.
It needs an explanation type of tattoo.
My favourite one is one that I didn't when it came out of the gumball machine. I was like, do I want to get it? Do I not? And
Also, you can decide when it comes out that you don't have to you have to have this done because it's came out the gumball machine.
You have to pay to get to try again, or you just don't get it. But I was like, do I want it? Do I not? And then I thought, do you know what? It's Gandalf's pipe. I do want it.
That sounds wrong, Sarah. It's Gandalf's pipe. I want it.
Can I be a wee bit of Sir Ian McKellen? But you can kind of see it on my ankle. Nobody else can see it. But
it sort of looks like a safety pin, but now when I look at it, it looks like a pipe.
If you look at the top of it, the top of the smoke, there's a little boat. And that's what he blows out smoke, and it's a boat. And I love it so much because it's just the tiniest little detail, and I love pointing it out to people. So I'm super glad I got it, and it was one that I wasn't even sure about getting.
Yeah.
Whereas this one that I absolutely hate, I wanted that for 3 years.
And now you hate it.
And now I hate it. And originally I wanted it on my chest. I am so glad I didn't get it on my chest.
I forget about a lot of my tattoos. Do you forget? I love my chest ones, I must say. That these are my favourites and that's my favourite. I'd need to actually think about what else I've got, but I've got my own face on my back. That sounds weird, I don't have my actual portrait of my face. A good friend of mine, Amy, shout out Amy, she drew me an amazing version of me that was going to be my music logo, and I just loved it so much. And it was not long after I had my spiritual awakening. It's got a big third eye, it's got curls, it looks like Medusa, so you can't tell it's me. It's just me that knows that it's me. But I've got that huge on my back, and it was so cool, and I loved having it done. I remember the memory, it was this tattoo artist in New York who's so talented, and I got him early in his career, so I got good prices, and now he's charging a fortune because he's so good. And it was just me and him in the tattoo studio, and he asked me what music I wanted on, and I think I put on Jimi Hendrix and Michael Jackson, and I was just there for 3-4 hours with Jimmy and Michael blasting. It was sore. But I guess that's the only things, a lot of my tattoos that I got in New York and stuff carry a time of my life, but at the same time now that I'm older, I wish I just had decorative pieces this wee bracelet. I wish I just had complimentary, womanly, goddessy, like gorgeous bits. So I feel like if I get any more tattoos from now on, it will be in that vibe and not just like a bunch of words.
I want to get like, I've decided that I want to get sticker tattoos. Ones that look like stickers of bands that I love. But the difficulty is years ago I did want a Marilyn Manson tattoo. I am so glad I didn't get one.
God.
I'm so glad I didn't get one. I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah.
If something came out about Korn or Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
I would die.
I used to want like everyone that I really loved musically on me. I've just got a Prince, Jimi Hendrix, and Green Day. But I thought about getting the wee Britney fairy, and I wanted something for NERD. But now I'm just like, no, I'm not doing any more. Like that's not like I know these things about myself. Like I feel like I don't need them on my body. I can wear t-shirts or something. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need a Britney tattoo as much as I love her, like because I am like in a way like the grenade. I don't like the way it turned out, and I just feel like I don't need who I love musically on me. Like I just need to be me, and I mean I can't undo it now. Like I've got all these fucking tattoos, and they're fine. They're not the worst things I've ever seen, but I'm like, I feel like people should think more about when they get tattooed and wait till they're older. I mean, that's never going to happen because young people just think they know everything. They're like, I'm just going to get all these tattoos. But I really think it should be more like in your 30s when you really know yourself, your frontal lobes developed, you're embodied. And I might not even have any if I waited that long.
Oh, I would. If I had the money, I'd already be covered.
Really?
Yeah. I have 2 of my favourites are on my back. And I'm gutted I've got them on my back because I can't see them.
Oh, true. I really want a tramp stamp. I do want a tramp stamp. But like really pretty and delicate. And
it's my Buffy tattoos. So I want another one.
I don't think I've seen them, have I? Probably.
Maybe.
But
maybe
not like registered.
Because I always cover my arms. So,
yeah, true.
So one's... I love it because one's the Angel Investigations logo, and that's on one shoulder. So I've got Angel on one shoulder. And then I've got the wee guy at the end of Buffy, the wee mutant enemy guy. He's like a wee cartoon demon. I've got that on the other shoulder. So I've literally got an angel and a demon.
Oh, on your shoulders?
On my shoulders.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just love... I love the placement, even if like the designs are kind of jokey. And the mutant enemy guy, sometimes I'm like, because the guy who created Buffy is not a good guy. So I'm like...
That can happen, but it's not... I feel like this is something I talk about a lot, and people say that it's not a thing, but I think you can separate the art and the artist, and I think sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be still allowed to enjoy art, because I feel like if someone's making art the way it should be made, it should be coming from a higher place channeled through you. It's not actually from the person. You know, if it's good art, if it's real, like, you know, like a Beatles song or whatever, like things that stand the test of time, haven't necessarily came from that human. They've came from a higher place that that human has access to. That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can... I mean, it's obviously up to the individual, but I feel personally you can separate the art from the artist a lot of the time. A
lot of the time, yeah. I feel like with Buffy, I can definitely do it because Joss Whedon, he created it. It was... The whole thing is it being a feminist show, and usually in horror, the blonde girl's the first one to die.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah. But... in this, the blonde girl's the one who fights back. She's the one who wins.
Yes,
you know?
This is what I like to hear.
But even though he created the idea that there's so many writers behind so many of the great stories in it. There's the actors that put their all into it. There's so many different sort of areas in that. It doesn't just come solely from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I feel on the other side, I can't deal with anything Harry Potter because of the way
I've never liked Harry Potter anyway.
J.K. Rowling is personally.
But that is one of those examples that I personally feel that story came from a higher place. That's not her brain. That's like, because it's such a magical, like, big thing. Like, I feel like it can't be connected to her. Like, it's its own thing. That's how I personally feel anyway. But I obviously understand people that want to avoid it. But I'm not like a huge fan on anything like that. But I just feel something like that can be separated, because it's just so happens that she was the vessel that it came through. But also there'll be lots of other people that contributed to making it what it is. You know, so it's a hard one. I want to read one of these Am I the Asshole stories.
Yeah, I've got.
So Sarah had an idea from our last podcast that we should read one of these. I was going to say Tumblr, Reddit things. Am I the asshole? So let's analyze someone and see.
I thought this one would be interesting because we have a shop.
So it's a retail situation.
Yeah. So am I the asshole for causing a retail worker to walk off the job? Yesterday I was at a gas station. The employees were talking about politics with a customer. As I was being rung up, I said to the cashier, I disagree. This is disappointing to hear. I finished paying, and as I was walking out the door, the employees started shouting specific political slogans and saying that the leader of his political party was going to fuck you up to me.
Oh.
I called corporate and posted about my experience on social media. Today I found out one of the employees walked off the job because people were calling and leaving threats for him. I feel like I'm the asshole because I didn't expect my social media post to result in people threatening the employees. I just wanted my friends and neighbours to avoid having the same experience as me.
I don't think she's the asshole. I think politics should not be spoken about in the workplace.
Yeah.
These are your personal views. They're not anything to do with customers, anything to do with your workplace. Talk about these with your friends, your family, in political situations, but not in a gas station where people are just coming to buy gas and snacks.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's the asshole.
Obviously, I have a slightly different opinion because some of the artwork and stuff that I make is political.
But like you said, like that's different.
Person. I wouldn't, you know, if I didn't already sell that stuff, I wouldn't just straight walk up to someone and say
put your views
something.
on someone.
But there is an edit to this, and I think this gives us a lot more context on why this person isn't the asshole.
Right.
Edit. So after talking to some members of my community, it has come to light that the same employee actually had a long-standing history of being problematic with customers.
So he was meant to be fired anyway.
Yeah. He called one of my neighbour's children an Oreo because the child is biracial. He also refused sales to 2 lesbian neighbours of mine because the gays are going to get theirs. Cool. So I agree that I was the asshole by venting on social media, for butting in a conversation. But I think he may have been the asshole in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
definitely.
Someone who has that kind of vile, that someone who can just say that to another person and has absolutely no compassion for any other person shouldn't be working with the public.
No.
They should not be working with the public.
No, definitely not.
Like there's just some things that shouldn't be said in general, but
yeah,
in a retail setting, in a workplace setting, is just insane.
Yeah, she's not the asshole.
Yeah.
Is there another one? Is there like a different sort of vibe one? I feel like I'm so shiny.
One here.
I looked this up earlier today, right? Because I feel all good about myself before I come and film. And then I'll watch the podcast and I'll be like, oh my God, I look terrible. Like I look so different on camera to what I do in real life. And I looked it up and it's like actually a thing that like, oh, there's a hair. That like the studio lighting and the camera like captures you totally differently.
That's okay
So now I feel like I'm like pure conscious because I just want to watch it and feel happy with how I look. Like obviously like I'm comfortable within myself that I'm just like whatever it is, what it is. It's a good episode. It really doesn't matter how I look because it genuinely doesn't. But it's just one of those wee things that I just would like to. Some of the episodes I like, but a lot of the recent ones I'm like, so I'm sat here like, I've got shiny forehead, but fuck, it is what it is, and I've learned that now.
I'm going to watch this back and pick out like every single gap in my fringe.
We're human, yeah.
I can feel it right now, and it's all I can think about.
I know.
It's just one of those things, and I think it's something that everybody, every single person's going to look at a picture or a video and instantly notice the thing that makes them the most insecure.
Yeah.
And because I'll see it, I'll have a friend look at a photo and go, oh my God, look at my XYZ in that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I didn't even notice that. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things that we are going to instantly go to our insecurities, and it's something that we do have to change about ourselves.
Well, this is what I was going to say, and not to sound unrelatable, because I've done a lot of work, a lot of inner work to get to this point. I'm not insecure about myself in any way anymore. And I feel really proud to say that, because I used to hate myself. I used to feel so ugly. I got bullied when I was younger. And I'm proud to say that I don't feel insecure, because it is I've went through hell to get to here. Mm-hmm. So I can look at my podcast, and even though if I'm not 100% happy with how I look and I'm like, oh, I don't actually look very nice, I actually deep down don't care, because I don't feel insecure anymore. So I'm really fucking grateful to come from that place, because I know a lot of people don't have that. Yeah. There's still things like some days I look in the mirror and not be entirely happy, because I know myself within, and I'm so I just really, really know who I am, and I'm so grounded in who I am. And I know that these things don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, the content of the podcast is more important. Us enjoying ourselves is more important. Just there's a lot of things that are more important. People connecting with it is more important. So I'm able to let those things go. But at the same time, I still like to look nice. I still like to style myself. I still like to do you know what I mean? Glam up and watch the podcast and be like, I look like a bad bitch. You know what I mean? But at the same time, those things really don't matter. And I'm just really grateful to be so comfortable within myself that I'm like, well, I feel good about myself in real life. So if it doesn't go on camera, but it is one of those wee niggly things that annoy me when I watch my podcast. I'm like, oh, I wish I just looked banging. But it's fine.
That's one thing that I need to learn, is to not be so. I am so insecure, but I'm a very good actress. I'm very good at acting like I'm not.
I feel like even from when I first met you to now, which has been a year, just over a year. Excuse me, I'm burping so much just because I've had half a can of Malibu. Your confidences came on so much. And might be to do with being at the market, being able to express yourself more, your outfits. I feel like you just totally slay. But it is human to have insecurities. I don't not have them. I've just done so much healing work, like I said. But I used to coach people and help people with that too, and I still would like to. But it's hard to reach out to people in that way. Bansi does life coaching, and she's always she's so passionate about helping people. But people don't know that they need help and advice, or people are ashamed to admit that they need help and advice, because people are all pretending they've got all their shit together. Yeah. But there's people bands that are you can come to me and be vulnerable. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to judge. She had someone canceling their coaching call the other day for whatever reason that she didn't feel like it. But it's that's when you most need someone there for you, and someone to talk to and to help you through it. So it's a hard thing to do. When I was doing it, I found it really difficult, because one, a lot of people don't realize that they need it, or not in a place to be open with you for you to help them. And it's just hard to do, and you don't want to ever feel you're pushing anything on anyone. I can help you feel better about yourself. Who even are you? Yeah. But I just feel it because I've had my own journey with it, so I feel in a position where I could help people that I can relate to me anyway. Because I think you can't help anyone who doesn't actually connect with you. Someone couldn't help me that's nothing like me, because that's not the kind of person I connect with. So I just feel I'll help people when they if they come to me with something, or in a place, or have a quick, I don't know, they have to be open, and I would never force anything. I used to kind of not force it upon people, but just be very this will help, and this and this and da da da.
Your presence is helpful as well, because you're such a light person. Like, you just bring light. You're like a little
I'm like
light
a little
bulb.
light bulb on your arm. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the only thing you're in control of. This is why I got Be the Change, one of my tattoos. I got Be the Change because I realised, like, you can't, like I said, you can't force anything on anyone. Like, you just have to embody what you are and practice what you preach and be it and be the light. And that's the thing that'll help people. Telling people you should be this and you're doing that, like, that's never going to help anyone. Like, you just have to embody it. And then people will ask, well, how come you're glowing so much? Or how come you're like feeling so good? Or like, how come you're looking so good? It's like, well, like, that's the only way that it works. That's the only way people are open. That's the only way that you can actually make any changes, by being the change.
Absolutely.
Like, drop. Well, I have absolutely loved having you back on my chairs. And we're going to be back. We're going to be in our shop chairs tomorrow. My zebra chair and your
Hong Kong Market tomorrow.
the Hong Kong Market. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. By the way, guys, I am really as short as I look on this podcast. I feel like this is the camera. The camera really shows that I am a midget. So I'm just like putting my feet up. You know, I can. It's so funny. I'm like, I don't realize how short I am till I see myself. I'm like, I'm really short, but it's fine. I can like sneak through. Like, I'd like to be a wee bit taller, but I can't. Yeah, we're both vertically challenged, which does not help at the shop when we need to reach things. We have ladders. We're strong, independent women. But sometimes I'm like, help! You know, because
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. Like when my whole rail fell down the other week, I was very pleasantly surprised that some men ran over and helped me put it back up.
And you nearly knocked me off the ladder.
And I nearly knocked you off. Oh my God, it was nearly a disaster. But we do well for being two short, cute women.
Yeah.
We're just so cute, but we're strong and we're badass at the same time. Okay, I love you so much. And I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
See you at the crack of dawn to put up our little shop.
Yeah.
Up all the metal bars.
All the awesome stuff.
Connect with us online. What's your Instagram and TikTok?
Occulturati.
Occulturati. But she's not part of any of those. She is a nice person of the light, but she just like enjoys the dark things too. But she's not a dark being. Let's make this clear.
Sometimes dark things are fun because the stories are very, very interesting.
Yes.
I like to know how people work. So
this is us, the yin and yang. I'm just very, very, very of the light. I can't even handle the smallest bit of. I had to stop watching Wednesday.
I'm just a dark little fairy.
You're so cute. And you can find me on Leah-Brooklyn, and I think my TikTok's Leah-Brooklyn 1111.
My
and
TikTok's
Zen Riot.
Confused enchilada.
Confused enchilada.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want an enchilada now. And our page is Zen Riot .Glasgow. Also, shout out my tooth gem. I forgot to say I got a tooth gem done yesterday. You probably cannot see it on the camera because it's tiny, but it's so cute and I love it. And I got it Cute But Deadly in Edinburgh. So quick shout out to them. And Sarah's got an awesome grill in. We're both looking like wannabe rappers. Oh my gosh. So funny. Love you guys. See you next episode. And if you're in Glasgow, come see us at our shop every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 till 4. Much love. Mwah. Bye.